Spencer Williams here, Entrepreneurship 101, lesson number 3, guys. We'll jump right into it. Today, what we're going to be going over is business operations and efficiency. Guys, very important for your business. Grab your pens, grab your paper. This is a killer lesson here today. Number 1 is from the beginning, you want to structure your business in a way that allows for massive growth and massive profits. Guys, what I mean by this is maybe you're starting a business, let's say that relies on in-person sales. You have a physical location. Guys, if that is the case, where you choose to have that location is so key. Make sure you pick the right location. Make sure you're positioned in a place that has easy access, is safe, has a strong talent pool, and that there is high demand for what you're selling in the area. Make sense? Now, when expanding, a lot of companies will choose to franchise. Some other companies will choose to license. What you guys want to do, and the best business practice here, is to figure out which one is best for your company before you're actually at that point. One of the worst things you could do is get to that point where you're about to grow, but you can't because you haven't figured out what your path is. So instead, come up with your path, and then that way, every step of the way, you're already walking down the path that you've paved. You don't have to try to create one when you're under pressure. It's the best way to go. Now, keep expenses low for as long as you can. Guys, you need to do this, keywords, without bottlenecking profits. Yes, it's good to keep expenses low. Yes, you'll be more profitable up to a certain point, but expenses can only stay low for so long. So keep your expenses low for as long as you can, but pay attention that you're not bottlenecking profits and growth in the process. If you're starting an online business, guys, look at methods of automation before trying to take on everything at once. Guys, the thing is, and structuring your business in a way that allows for massive growth and profits from the beginning, really what it's symbolizing is that if you are right, if your idea is as good as you say it is, and if it does catch on just like that, like you think it will, you want to make sure you're set up to support that. There's nothing worse than finding a winning idea, but then as it's winning, you have to start saying no to potential profits and potential people and more business because you didn't have the discipline to set it up for growth. So guys, if you're starting an online business, look at methods of automation before putting it out there, before going all in. You need to test it to make sure it does work, but before trying to take on everything at once, have a plan for automation in place if you do have that winning idea. You're going to want it, and I promise you, you will thank yourself for following the steps. So guys, from the beginning, make sure you're structuring your business in a way that allows for massive profits and massive growth. And at the very least, if you can't put everything in place that you need to for that, make sure that you have a clear-cut plan. So all you need to do is walk down that path that you've already paved. Now, number 2, if you have physical products, guys, make sure you focus on sustainability first. Now, unfortunately, many great business owners, they have a great product, they have a great idea, but what ends up happening is they don't double check or secure the sustainability. And again, same thing as the first one, they have to say no to potential profits. Guys, qualify your manufacturers, qualify your distributors, and ensure that they have the proper resources to support massive growth if it does happen. Literally, guys, I promise you this one thing, there is nothing worse than having a business idea that has the potential to grow massive, but you have to say no to winning because you didn't set it up properly in the beginning. Pay attention to contract terms when you do get in touch with these people. Make sure you're in control and that you have an exit strategy down in case things don't work. Do your research and make sure that who you partner with can provide top-notch service over the long term. Guys, it would be horrible if you got to a massive level of growth, he was great at it for a year, but then a year later he can't do it anymore. Now what? So make sure you do your research, be smart about it, and guys, follow these things so you don't end up screwing yourself. Delegate sooner than later and empower your employees. Guys, the biggest thing that this means here is create systems and methods for everything in your business. Guys, and what I mean by that is the best training systems, those are developed while you are growing, not after you're established. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have 20 employees before you say, okay, this is our training. Develop that as you go. And implement it as you need to, change it to what works best for you so that by the time you are established, you have that system ready to go. And at that point, it's a rinse and repeat type of thing, and your growth becomes exponential. Things to systemize, things that you need to systemize for your business early on. Scripts. Guidelines, manuals, programs, operations, and processes. All things, guys, that you want to have a system around so that new employees aren't confused, so that if you need to hire managers so you can focus on the bigger tasks, all you need to do is give them the system and teach them how to work the system that's already proven to work. You want to think in regards to, if you were to fall dead at any second, would this business still be able to run? Because guys, it's the worst thing ever, and again, most of you probably aren't going to die right away, at least I hope not, but guys, you don't want your business to rely on you so much that if you do fall dead, everything's gone. Remember, you're focusing on longevity and sustainability. Now, number 4, treat your employees how you want them to treat your business. Guys, if you want the best, you have to pay them like the best would be paid or more. Don't be scared of sharing your wealth. I promise you one thing, and that is that you will always get back 10 times more value from competent and skilled workers than if you cheap out and you get the worst stuff possible. Find great people and pay them greatly. Guys, money scarcity will destroy your business. Once you get it through your head that money is abundant and you're willing to share with the best talent around to help your business grow, what you're going to realize is that you attract a lot more of it into your life. Sales lead operations until cash flow is strong enough that operations lead sales. Guys, what I mean by this is don't start taking on massive overhead with operations, equipment, office decor, or staff before the sales are flowing in. Guys, that's a huge no, and it's also very, very dangerous. You could end up spending all of your money on this stuff and you haven't even made a sale yet. It's a deadly place to be in, and you still don't know if your product's going to work, but you're so much money down. Guys, after you have a strong flow of sales, now begin to let your operations lead the sales. So develop the sales flow and then begin to invest into these things and let that expand the sales with it. Now, last key, most important one out there, guys, I will say this all the time. If you've been talking to me since day one, then you know it. Sell. You need to sell. Guys, simply put, sales is the most important part of your business. If your business isn't selling, you ain't got a business. Guys, many people go into business and they focus on everything but sales. Now, it's a fact, but I put a question mark because why? Why would you open a business and then not sell? And then focus on everything but selling. You don't even have a business at that point. It's ridiculous. Guys, if you aren't making sales, you don't have a business. Sales is the most important part of the business. Sales is the single most important part of your business. I've said it 20 times. I will say it one more time. Sales is the single most important part of your business. Write it down 20 times too, because it's true. Remember that as important as it is to create a quality product, quality materials, having good marketing, guys, it's always more important to make sales. You need the money, you need the business to have money so you can reinvest into higher quality products and higher quality material. Do not invest money into quality product and quality material until you are selling. Guys, those are business efficiency of operations. Make sure you follow those. Make sure you write them all down, because you are going to utilize those in steps 4, 5, and 6 a lot. So guys, make sure you keep this stuff in mind. Make sure you have it all written down. I would separate books and notebooks into the different steps so that if you ever do need to, you can refer back to it whenever you need to. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next lesson.